go. This is Big 12 Today. I am Ari Tepkin. He is James Westling. We are presented by Modelo on this Modelo Monday. And just a reminder for our full-time fans, brought to you by Modelo. Full-time fan rules number 8. A bad call against your team is proof the universe is rigged, but also a bad call in your favor, finally some justice. That's a good reminder here on a Modelo Monday, along with James Westling. I'm Ari Temkin on social at James Westling. You can get me. I am on social at Ari Sports. All right, each week we hand out our weekly awards. We do it before the Big 12 anoints the weekly winners. Player, coach, jersey, and atmosphere. So let's start with the atmosphere of the week. And James, I'll go first here. My atmosphere of the week this week is Rice-Eccles Stadium. Incredible atmosphere. Fans were loud, stayed the entire game. They did boo as they were heading into halftime because they were upset with how the team was performing and what they were doing, giving up all the yardage. But incredible Rice-Eccles Stadium. And quite frankly, if this is the last game for Kyle Whittingham at Rice-Eccles, what a way to go out it was.
I also have Rice-Eccles Stadium because that's a seating capacity of 51,000. It's not one of the biggest stadiums in the Big 12. But I think you can make the case that it's as loud as any other bowl in the country. The altitude, that compact bowl feel, the tight sight lines. Remember, this stadium was used for the 2002 Winter Olympics. Yep. So there's a lot of history there. And you're right, man. Like the crowd, they were fired up. They were all in on that football game. The fourth quarter, that place was, the cameras were shaking because it was so loud and so rowdy at Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. Great pick.
Yeah, and here is Kyle Whittingham talking about the environment at Rice-Eccles and the seniors.
If you'd have said we're going to give up nearly 500 yards rushing and win the game, I'd say you're crazy. That doesn't happen. And so just a great illustration of what determination and guts and never say die attitude can get you. And that just so happy for our seniors to be able to go out with a win, their last opportunity in Rice-Eccles. When I think about our seniors, I get emotional, so I apologize. One of the pivotal plays of the game, the two-point conversion, where instead of them getting the 2 points, we intercept it and get so it's a 4-point reversal, which really made a difference there at the end, obviously, in the strategy. So just so many things that are positive, but not a lot of positives on defense. We understand that, but we got the interception there at the end to seal it. And that last score, it was surreal.
Yeah, surreal. I can't imagine what the moment was like inside the stadium. All right, there's Kyle Whittingham talking about the environment and what could be Kyle Whittingham's final game, potentially, as the head coach of Utah at Rice-Eccles Stadium. All right, jersey of the week. James, who's your jersey of the week?
All right, my jersey of the week comes from Ames, Iowa. Iowa State debuted their Cyclones script font helmets earlier this year and then said, "Hold my beer," because the Cynado is back. The Cyclone logo from the mid-90s to 2007 replaced that block I-State mark on the helmet. It looked sweet. White hats, Cynado logo, which their fans are losing their minds over. All they need now are like the Seneca Wallace jerseys to match. But because of the Cynado, and I just like to say Cynado.
That's a good one.
So that's why that's my pick, Iowa State's new helmets that they rocked against KU on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Picking was slim. I think most teams went with their traditional jerseys this week. But, yeah, I also went with the Cynado helmets, which looked sick for Iowa State, and credit John Haycock for turning around this defense. They lost a ton at their corner position. They went 5-0, lost 4 straight, and figured some stuff out on defense that last couple of weeks they've looked a lot better and a lot more of what we're used to with John Haycock and the Iowa State defense. So, yeah, I'm with you. Iowa State's jerseys here with the classic cardinal red and the Cynado helmets looked really good out there. Jersey of the week, Iowa State. All right. Coach of the week, James.
Man, I felt like there were actually a lot to choose from this week, but I'm going with Kalani Sitake. He's the man. The fact that BYU's 34-4 in games with late kickoff, like I don't think that's a coincidence. They're 34-4 with night kicks, home or away, since 2019. There's something they're doing on game day, something this coaching staff has implemented on game day, because coaches will say those are the worst kickoff times. Like, you're waiting around all day, you're watching other games, the pressure's mounting based off of what's happening elsewhere in the country. And a lot of times teams will come out flat, and BYU comes out polar opposite. They rushed for 222 yards, eighth most in school history. L.J. Martin did, I should say, under his direction. I'm going with Kalani Sitake. I thought their identity was on full display against Cincy on the road.
Yeah, that's a good call, and I'm glad you and I disagree here on coach, and I'm assuming player of the week because we had jersey and atmosphere is the same. I'm going with Kenny Dillingham for my coach of the week this week. Staying aggressive and being stubborn with the run game. But, I mean, he had a fake punt he called early in this game that was a great call and was a completed pass down the field. Had plenty of fourth down calls that went for it and turned in his favor. And then, again, for doubling down on the running game and staying aggressive with that run game instead of getting spooked by turnovers, he kept at it. And I just thought Dillingham, in many ways, outcoached Deion Sanders in this game. All right, player of the week, James.
So even though it was a losing effort,
wow,
Joe Jackson, the Kansas State running
back,
he's a dog. All right, he's a dog. He's only a sophomore. I think K-State has found their running back of the future. He's got some DJ Giddens to him, and all he needed were more carries, and he set a K-State single-game rushing record. All the K-State running backs they've had, Daniel Thomas, Darren Sproles, J.J. Smith.
Deuce Vaughn,
thank you. There have been so many, and Joe Jackson is the guy that set that rushing record. 294 yards. He had big plays. He had 80-yard runs, 40-yard runs, 37-yard runs, but he also did the little things between the tackles. He's a great pass catcher. He's an underrated blocker. He's from Haines City, Florida. He's got that Florida dog in him, if you will. And I thought he was fantastic for K-State.
Oh, I will, James. Thank you. I will.
Oh, you will. Oh, you will. If you will.
I'm surprised, James. You could have gone L.J. Martin. Raleek Brown would have been a good choice here. But, I mean, to me, there was just one choice. Of all of the great running performances this weekend, and there were plenty, Devin Dampier is the answer here. Devin Dampier was the player of the week because nobody was more responsible for leading his team back from a deficit late in the game like Devin Dampier. 259 passing yards, 94 rushing yards, 4 total touchdowns, had the 59-yard scramble plus the plunge from 1 yard out with 56 seconds left to win it. Yeah, incredible performance. And his first game with multiple rushing and passing touchdowns. So 4 total touchdowns, a ridiculous performance for Utah and a winning effort for Devin Dampier, who once again, I question his ability coming into the season to be a legit dual threat, and there were multiple games where he showed up in a big way, both passing and rushing, and this was one of them.
Yeah, so I got a text early in the game from my K-State buddies, and I'm reading this group thread. I didn't chime in, but all the talk was, I thought Devin Dampier was this all-American quarterback, and I thought Devin Dampier could throw the football. Man, he can't throw at all. And I'm like, guys, it's the first quarter. Like, this game has a long way to go. You have seen nothing yet. And then it's just dot, 57-yard run. Devin Dampier, I'm a big fan of his. Like, the way he carries himself post-game, he's so humble, cares about the team. I like the way he leads that Utah program on and off the field.
Yeah, well said. All right, Big 12 today, Big 12 radio. So much to get to as we continue to break down Week 13. We go around college football, plus what happened this weekend and more specifically on Friday in the Big 12 with plenty of hoops action, plus soccer. Some teams have punched their ticket already to the Elite Eight. Others could do so today. We'll get into all that coming up. This is Big 12 Today with James Westling. I'm Ari Temkin. We are presented by Modelo, and we are on TuneIn and Big 12 Studios.